hack and sack. Is that all you get for your money? Oh, we're rolling? Oh. Okay. Well, hi everybody. Sorry if this sounds weird. I hope it's working out. I tested it and it did work, but this is my first time using a condenser mic outside of the friendly confines of the University Whisper booth, which I cannot use on account of it being a million billion miles away from me. More accurately, 50 miles away ish. But that's not the point. The point is, I did it. Okay, I did it, and I know I've said this 3 times now this year. Once was when I got a perfecto, and I didn't win the most points. Once I did win the most points without getting a perfecto, but I finally put it all together. I got another perfecto. This is not the last time you will be hearing about that in this video. So I very much apologize for the smugness that I'm sure is coming through. You get it. But before we get to this week's results, there is actually a lot to attend to in terms of rules. Now, it doesn't say it on the screen, but the playoffs are merely 2 weeks away. So if you're going to start winning games, you probably now would be a good time. Now, again, most of you will get into the playoffs, but we'll get to this at the table. I hate to eliminate you guys, but that said, none of you really got back to me except for James. Shout out on how the playoffs should operate with power-ups. So I made a decision. They're going to be available for use. There's still a question on whether the shop should remain open, or maybe it should just not be able to be reset. But then again, the person who won week 13 would have an unwieldy amount of power. So we'll see. Just get back to me on that. Actually do, please. Now for what happened this week. Quite a lot. First of all, again, as I said earlier, I don't mean to gloat. I went into my matchup with Marshall, the line leader, with no fear, and resoundingly defeated him by about 7,600 points, thanks to a perfecto that I cooked up on Sunday morning in church. Now, he did still put up over 1,000 points, which is still very impressive, and I kind of feel bad that he lost, but he did, and I got a win. Morgan also put up nearly 1,000 with 936. Excuse me, I have to cough. This is so unprofessional. Sam, Kapil, Luke, Soldier, and Will H also got wins. Riley put up an impressive 676. Russell finally got his perfecto, scoring nearly as many as me, over 8,000. And Rowan, I really feel bad for Rowan because he won 3 bets, and 1,800 points, including a massive parlay for his free bet, but he had to be playing Russell, who got a perfecto. Rowan would have beaten pretty much everybody this week. So what did all that do to the table? Actually, quite a lot. It changed the complexion of it. I moved all the way up into second with my personal best week ever. I'm not going to stop patting myself on the back for that. I think this is the highest I have ever been in terms of in the standings in the history of Toto, which is frankly embarrassing considering that I made it and made all the rules for it. But even despite his loss, Marshall is still comfortably in first place. I don't think anybody could usurp him next week even. It depends on who he's playing. Sam and Luke also have 7 wins. A whole bunch of people have 6, including a 3-way tie, I believe. Or no, a 4-way tie. No, sorry, a 2-way tie for 7th and a 2-way tie for 9th. So it doesn't look like it, but Morgan, you are in the top half. And then all the people sitting on 5 and 6, you'll probably have to win in these 2 weeks to guarantee yourself a playoff spot. If you're on 6 wins, you probably need 1 more win. Marshall is locked in. I, along with Sam and Luke, just are also almost certainly good. It would take a miracle for any of you guys to not make the playoffs. Again, Dylan and Rowan, you really have to pick it up, and you probably need outside help. James, Riley, Russell, the other Riley, and Connor, I would try to win these next 2. That could be important. Will H, I hope you had fun this season. Of course, I scored more highly than anybody else, so I got to fix up the power-up shop, and I mean, Okay, I brought back free win because it's my baby. You guys aren't taking it seriously enough, I don't think. But Mulligan, Star Power, those are still there because of how many people cried and pissed their pants about Mulligan not being available last week. I didn't restock it, though. I didn't restock anything. Poison Pill's still there because I am sadistic, and I want somebody to buy that, but I also don't want to be the one. So, anyway, you guys get the idea. Here's who you're playing next week. Oh, and I forgot to mention the challenge. You've got to win. This is actually probably easier than but okay, I can't change it now. Win 2 or more bets on, like, human nickname teams. So, like, the 49ers, the Vikings, who are some other, any pirate team, the Saints. You get the idea. It has to be, it's a strict, definition of human, though. Like, we can't, no, the Giants are not, they don't count, they're not real. Well, Andre, get back to me on that. The Bears don't count. Okay. I'm getting carried away. You guys get the idea. You know how this works. Yeah. In the fantasy leagues, we'll start with Dynasty. Not much to report other than just scores. And in Dynasty, we're primed for 2 upsets. 30-plus point leads for both Marshall, the 6 seed, over Russell, the 3, and Jake, the 5 seed, over James G, the 4. Yeah, if the 2 if the 2 higher seeded teams in both of those matchups want to move on, you got to pull something out of the hat, overcome a 30-point deficit. That's pretty difficult. So I feel for y'all. Sam and Connor, you probably got low seeds coming for you, which should give you some confidence. But yeah, upsets abound, at least right now in Dynasty. And in Redraft, more of the same, which kind of makes you feel like this whole fantasy charade is just random, like 90% chance. So, not to cast aspersions, though, which is something somebody says right after they've cast aspersions or right before. Yeah, but still, the only favorite with a comfortable lead or lead to lead at all in Redraft is Gabe, the 1 seed, and even he is still not ahead by more than for example, James M. overcome. But again, Redraft is actually a lot closer. I am definitely not salty not to be participating in these playoffs, but at the same time, I feel like, yeah, I mean, yes, there are consolation games. Who cares about those, though, frankly? And you're eliminated. It doesn't matter to you. It shouldn't matter to you, but it matters to me. I really want to win these. But I'm not winning in either of them, so that's the reason I'm not showing you those results. Why was I trusted to be fair about this? Okay. Bye.